So they have knowledge very meager, and they just focused on working.
Even when they know, they're like ignorance, ignoring.
Yeah.
They hear what they.
Yeah. So that's the modern world, isn't it? The very people. They don't see much beyond themselves. Two different cartel. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Privakacharya Sarasi Simad His Divine Grace Sri Lesa Bhakti Vedanta Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Privakacharya Sri Simad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Sri Vrindavan Dhama Ki Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. All glories to assembled devotee. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Go Premananda. Hari Hari Bol. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, all together please. Om Jnana Timarandasya Ganandana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stabidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yukta Padakamalang Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Prijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padang Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakam Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Thena Bandhu Jagadpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapcha Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhana Sudadevi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpadrubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, translation and commentary Srila Prabhupada, text number 26 of 18th chapter, the perfection of renunciation. Please repeat. Mukta Sango Naham Vadi Trityutsaha Samanvitaha Siddhi Asiddhyo Nivikara Kata Sattvika Uchate Mukta Sango Naham Vadi Dhrityutsaha Samanvita Siddhya Siddhor Nivekara Karta Sattvika Uchate Mukta Sango Naham Vyadi Dhriti Utsaha Samanvita Siddhya Siddhyor Nivekara Karta Sattvika Uchate. Okay.
Mukta Sango Naham Vadi
Mukta Sango Naham Vadi
Rityutsaha Samanvitaha
Ditya Samanvitaha
Siddhya Siddhyor Nirvikaraha
Siddhya Siddhyo Nirvikaraha
Karta Sattvika Uchyate
Karta Sattvika Uchyate
Mukta Sango Naham Vadi
Mukta Sango Naham Vadi
Rityutsaha Samanvitaha
Rityutsaha Samanvitaha
Siddhya Siddhyo Nirvikaraha
Siddhya Siddhyor Nirvikaraha
Karta Sattvika Uchyate
Karta Sattvika Uchyate Mukta Sango Naham Vadi Rityutsaha Samanvitaha
Siddhya Siddhyo Nirvikaraha
Karta Sattvika Uchyate.
Okay, word for word. Thank you very much. Please repeat. Mukta Sangha, liberated from all material association. Anaham Hadi, without false ego. Dhriti, with determination. utsaha, and great enthusiasm, samanvita, qualified, siddhi, imperfection, asidhyo, and failure, nivikaraha, without change, karta, worker, satvikaha, in the mode of goodness, uchite, is said to be. So, translation Srila Prabhupada. One who performs his duty without association with the modes of material nature, without false ego, with great determination and enthusiasm, and without wavering in success or failure, is said to be a worker in the mode of goodness. Please repeat. One who performs his duty without association with the modes of material nature, without false ego, with great determination and enthusiasm, and without wavering in success or failure, is said to be a worker in the mode of goodness. Purport Srila Prabhupada. A person in Krishna consciousness is always transcendental to the material modes of nature. He has no expectations for the result of the work entrusted to him because he is above false ego and pride. Still, he is always enthusiastic till the completion of such work. He does not worry about the distress undertaken. He is always enthusiastic. He does not care for success or failure. He is equal in both distress and happiness. Such a worker is situated in the mode of goodness. Yes. Mogam karochi vacharam pangam rate girim yarki patamam bande Shri Gurun Nitarinam Mukta Sango Nahambadi Trite Utsaha Samanvita Siddhya Asiddhyo Nivekara Garta Satvika Uchyate. One who performs his duty without association with the modes of material nature, without false ego, with great determination and enthusiasm, and without wavering in success or failure, is said to be a worker in the mode of goodness. Yes, so before we were talking about renunciation of work and so on and so forth. But of course we have to do work, we have to work to maintain this body. So, a person, a devotee, he is striving for spiritual realization, but he performs his material duties without association with the modes of material nature. The first one here. So that's a bit strange, isn't it? How is it possible to be outside the effect of the material energy? Well, it is. That's the whole point. By consciousness. Because we are reciprocating either with the material energy or we're reciprocating with the spiritual energy, right? We are angsa, we are particles, mama angsa jiva loke jiva, we're particle of spirit. So we have to be in the material energy or the spiritual energy, to put it simply. So the devotee, he is not affected by the modes because his consciousness is on how to please the spiritual master and the Supreme Lord and the Supreme Lord's devotees. So he's not striving for something in the material world, so the material energy does not affect him. So that may be hard to understand, but it's not black and white, we can put it that way. At the beginning, one may be more affected by material energy, but is still trying to do spiritual practice. 16 rounds, regulative principles, study, so is still steady. But as the person advances in practice, then the material modes have less effect. Until you get to somebody who is a Siddha Bhakta. We talked about this, right? There's Sadhaka Bhakta, Siddha Bhakta. Sadhaka means a practitioner. So he's still trying to go from the material energy to spiritual energy, but he is not completely pure. So he has to follow rules and regulations, sadhana, so that he becomes pure. So that is called a sadhaka, a devotee in practice. A Siddha Bhakta, that person has Krishna prema in the heart. So the consciousness is full of spiritual ecstasy. So the material energy cannot affect. But until we're on that platform, we have to follow rules and regulations. We have to chant regularly. If we think, oh, I'm feeling very good today, all Kartik I was chanting extra rounds, and I was doing parikram and extra study. So this week I don't think I'll take it easy. I won't bother. I'll go Mangalarti sometimes. I'll overeat. I won't fast on Ekadashi. I'll just take it easy. I need a break. So then the modes will come back a bit. So sadhaka means regulated practice. You have to practice regulated. If you get out of practice, if you don't chant, then the modes come back into the consciousness. One starts to think in a material way. So here is how to avoid that, right? Without association of the modes of material nature. So if you remember the beginning of this chapter, Arjuna started with two questions. Tell me what is vairag and what is sannyas. Right? So Krishna explained. Yes, vairag means to perform actions without attachment to the fruit. Everybody in the world is performing activities to get the result of that. They're working in a factory to get the salary. They're working in an office to get the salary. They're cooking so that they can get the meal. They're doing everything with a future. But a devotee is not thinking in that way. My solution, my future. Devotee is acting under sannyas, means on one side he doesn't want the result, so he's vairagi. And the other side, he is not doing things under material inspiration. He's motivated by spiritual reasons. For example, a devotee, he chants his rounds, follow regulative principles, as an offering to the spiritual master. It is his yajna. He's not doing it for himself. So this mentality, like we've been discussing, this is natural to the soul. In the material world, in ignorance, we are just become very self-involved, doing everything for me and mine, and my family and my nation and this. But the question of doing something for the Supreme Lord is completely forgotten, or it's irrelevant. But in devotional life, we do everything for Krishna, everything for Lord Chaitanya, everything for the spiritual masters, for the disciplic succession. That's our inspiration. So devotee lives a different life, and therefore, acting on the spiritual platform, he becomes large, he becomes free of material impetus. And he gets actively the shelter of Krishna. Krishna takes him. It's not a mechanical process that by controlling my consciousness I will achieve this. Yes, but what will you achieve? You will achieve the mercy of Krishna. Krishna takes the pure devotees as his own children, as his duty to protect them, his duty to guide them. So we are not trying to get connection with an impersonal thing, like we're going from cold room to a warm room, like going from the material energy to the spiritual energy. No, we're trying to attain the shelter of a person. That person is Krishna. We're trying to realize the presence of Krishna in our life, in the soul. So that motivation lifts one above the material energy. So without false ego. So what is false ego? What are the two parts of false ego? Aham, mameti. Right? So aham and mameti. What is?
Me and mera.
Yes, me and mera, yes. I am this body, male, female, old, young, whatever, and things related to this body are mine, yes. So we're claiming something belongs to me. This is my bottle. This is my dhoti. This is my bank account. This is mine. So that is also something that is not there in the spiritual consciousness. The spiritual consciousness, what is that? Ishavasya idam sarvam yat chindak jagadam jagat. Everything is controlled and owned by the Supreme Lord. That is Sloka 1 of Ishopanishad. So devotee, he sees that, he feels that, he's realized that. That's the point, really. A devotee may be walking down the road or sitting in the temple next to different people, but all the different people, they will have their own idea, all their own conditioned life. They have their own mental habits and cultural ideas. But a devotee has this consciousness that we should try to understand. He thinks everything belongs to Krishna. And Mama Angsa means what? I belong to Krishna, yes. And all my friends belong to Krishna. And the temple belongs to Krishna. We all belong to Krishna. So this is the mentality. Oh, he doesn't claim anything. He may be, yes, I'm using this phone, I'm using this, I'm putting on this dhoti. But this are all given to me by Krishna. So it's a very pure-hearted way of things. We know that people who are very mean, stingy, what do they call mucky juice? Yeah, mucky, fly liquor, right? The fly lands on the milk, yeah? So you lick the feet to get the milk off the fly's foot. Yes. So the materialist tends to be a mucky juice. And when he dies, actually, he suffers a lot because he's thinking, oh, my favorite pair of shoes, I'll never wear them again. Oh, I just got that nice jacket that I always wanted. And now I've got to die. Just when the flowers are coming into bloom in my garden. Yes. So he's very attached to all these material things. So when he dies, he thinks of those attachments, right? Attachments, you think of your... So devotee is, what is bhakti really? Is just to become attached to Krishna, yeah, because he is the source, aham sarvasya prabhavo, right? I am the source of everyone. Just try to understand, all you human beings, that you're all coming from me. Everything is my creation. So why are you worried about if this is yours or that? Just relax, shanti, chant Hare Krishna, read Bhagavatam, don't be sinful, and go back to Godhead, have eternal life. Krishna is saying like that. So, So how do we gain that? We gain that from the sadhu sangha, from the shastra. We study the shastra. Like, for example, before I read Bhagavad Gita, before you read Bhagavad Gita, the idea that, you mean to say this smartphone is not mine? What do you mean it's not mine? It's mine. I paid for it, right? We think in that way, don't we? So people take that as normal consciousness. You know, this is my mind, my car, my house. And they don't understand. The devotee just thinks everything belongs to Krishna. Everything is from Krishna. Krishna is everywhere. All spirit souls. So that mentality is learnt from Guru Sadhu Shastra, by Sadhu Sangha. Therefore we read Prabhupada's purports, that's Sadhu Sangha. And we study, we contemplate. So without false ego, right? Great determination, yes. And enthusiasm. Yes. Now I was just reading on another book, I think it was today, Prabhupada was saying that devotional service is very easy, but at the same time very difficult. Now this is the important point. This is good, yeah. And I was thinking that's correct. It's very easy if you're determined. And this is what I want. I want to become free of the Maya Shakti. I want to develop bhava. I want bhakti bhav. I want to develop my spiritual nature. Now, if you have, like it says here, great determination and enthusiasm, which, right? If you're Dhrida Vrata, yeah, I want to develop that. Then it's very easy, because we're not doing very difficult things. We're singing songs, bhajan, we're reading books, we're getting up early, but we go to bed early, and if you want to take rest, you can take a little rest. We're not like climbing a Mount Everest or learning to, go to the bottom of the ocean and find the Titanic or something. We're not looking to do some extraordinary thing, climb Mount Everest, or be the first person to make friends with a Yeti, or something like that. In Nepal. We're just read some books, very simple, very interesting books, I must say. I can say practically I'm reading more than 50 years. I'm still so interested in reading all the intelligence stuff. It's very easy, but it's very difficult if you don't have that determination. Because you're either in the modes of nature, or you're under the shelter of Krishna. That we should understand, under the shelter of Maya Shakti, Maya Devi is observing, or Krishna is observing. So in the spiritual platform, you're either under shelter of Krishna, and Krishna is guiding you what to do, what to study, or you're in the Maya. But what makes the difference is our determination. That's the thing. Just like if you want to learn piano, you have to be determined, right? You cannot think, I'll buy a piano and then automatically I'll learn to play. No, you have to get the piano and then you have to practice. So you have to get all the knowledge of Krishna consciousness, Sambandha, and then you have to practice. Then you get the result. You learn to play the piano. So Krishna consciousness, it's easy if you're determined, but difficult if you're not. So how to become determined? What's your ideas? How do you become determined? How is Arjuna becoming determined? Later on he'll say, Karishyate tava vachanam. Yes, Krishna, I'm going to act according to your instruction. So what makes him decide that? Become determined. Karishyate tava vachanam. I will do according to your words, yes. Huh?
Result.
Yeah, but what makes him decide that?
Result.
Huh?
It was the result.
Intelligence, yes, and the knowledge.
And then by the 18th chapter he surrenders, because Krishna says surrender unto me, so he surrenders, and that's the reason he says that I'm ready to die.
Yes.
So what do you say?
Well, it's because of all the chapters beforehand. Because Krishna is such a learned, study the words of Acharya, Bhakti Vinod, Bhakti Siddhanta, study Shikshastika. That's the beginning section of Bhakti, that we gain knowledge, Sambandha Gyan, spiritual knowledge, and that by the effect of that knowledge we become devoted. Right? And it's there throughout the Shastra. You know that sloka, you know that one, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matak sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajanti mam buddha bhava samambita. Right? I am the source of everything, like we said. Everything material, spiritual, emanates from me, Krishna says. Iti matva bhajanti. Those that know this very nicely, who have understood this, that I am the source, then they become my devotees. Iti matva bhajanti ma. They perform bhajan, they perform my worship. Buddha bhava saman, and they are, in good condition now. Why? Because they've understand sambandha gyan. Everything is related to Krishna. So, iti matva, that know this, it has another effect. It's not that, everything has come from Krishna. Everything has come from Krishna, so now I'll do the bhajan of Krishna. You understand? It has an effect. Spiritual knowledge affects, just like material knowledge, you could say, right? We're always affected by material circumstances. If we hear, say, communism or capitalism or globalism, we may think that's a good idea. So we become influenced. So we become influenced by spiritual knowledge. But spiritual knowledge it opens the consciousness, become better. And every devotee realizes that, I feel, since I'm chanting and I've got nice friends and I'm vegetarian, I'm living pure life, I feel better than before because I'm in the mode of goodness, I'm doing this. So anyway, that's the main point, that at the beginning, Chaitradapana Marjanam, right? Chant Hare Krishna with Bhakti Bhava, oh Krishna, I'm chanting your pleasure. Then Vidya Vadu Jivanam, get spiritual knowledge, Sambandha Gyan, Abhidaya, how to practice bhakti, how to do Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pad, all those different types of practice. And then Anandam. So first chanting and living pure life, then gaining spiritual knowledge within the pure life, and then one will become devoted. Why? Why? Because actually that is our nature, right? That's our nature, that's the wonderful thing. We are all naturally prem bhaktas. We're not meant to be sadhakas, in one sense. We are all prem bhaktas. So we want to wake up in that prem, right? So when we hear about Krishna, then we, yeah. And so that's what's happening all over the world right now, right? All over India. Everyone is coming to Vrindavan. I think more than people in India. I think they're coming from Sri Lanka also. There seems to be more people coming every day. Maybe we'll need 2 layers of roads or something. But anyway, everyone is coming to Vrindavan. Why? Because they think, I like it. Right, isn't it? Ultimately, right? When we're children, why do we decide to do something? Huh? Because we like it. Oh, I don't want to do that, Mummy. I want to do this. I like to do this. So that's param drisvan, you're not, getting the higher taste. So we want to maintain that higher taste. This is the mode of goodness. This is the thing. So, yes, sadhu sangha is good. Good devotees and regular worship. But we have to maintain our own determination. Just and who's the great example of that in the Bhagavatam? Dhruva, yeah. 4th canto, right? It's very interesting. If you look at the Bhagavatam, you can see how Prahlad Maharaj is there, that, even a small boy is protected by the Supreme Lord. Dhruva, how to get the darshan of Krishna? By determination. He was a small boy, right? Kshatriya boy, he had good spirit, many lifetimes, but he was determined. And how long did he take to get the darshan? Huh?
5 months.
Huh?
2 months.
Yeah, a few months. How?
5 months.
5 months, is it? I heard 6. You say 5? Does it actually say? Anyway, about 5 months, 5-6 months. And then he saw the Supreme Lord. Now that's determination, isn't it? Huh? So, Eko Yoda Dadati Kaman. You know that sloka Prabhupada used to quote? Nityo Nityanam Chaitanas Chaitananam. That out of all eternal beings, there's one supreme eternal. That's Krishna. He's Parampurusha. Out of all conscious beings, Chaitanya, there is one supremely conscious being. And then the third point in that Upanishad, Eko Yoda Dadati Kaman. That one, that supreme conscious being, eternal being, he is fulfilling, what's he doing? He's fulfilling the desires of all the other living entities. So that's very good information, isn't it? Huh? Because I know what the Supreme Lord is up to. He's fulfilling everyone's desire. So if you want to stay in the material world, he'll fulfill that. If you want to get Krishna Prem, will he not give you? To be determined. And we should understand that even if we have any problem, or somebody's not nice to us, or something bad happened, or he becomes sick, or I have to do it doesn't matter. You just do what you can. You, like Arjuna on the battlefield. Bhagavad Gita wasn't in a beautiful meadow with nice fruit drinks and beautiful apsaras bringing snacks. No, Bhagavad Gita was where? On the battlefield, right? That's something to... Sometimes we read all the slokas, but it's on the battlefield. I mean, have you been to Kurukshetra? Huh? Yeah? There's an atmosphere there. Have you noticed the atmosphere? There's an atmosphere as if something big happened. Do you know what I mean? There's a vibration. This was my perception anyway. You feel like something big happened here. It's almost like you could hear the chariots and the marching and the loading weapons, and millions were killed. It's incredible. It's incredible. Huh?
64 crores.
Yeah, the different numbers, crores of people were. And then all the Kshatriyas came, Prabhupada explained, they came from all over the world, you know. And they came on boats, you know, this modern idea that no, you know, we didn't have boats until 100 years ago. It's all nonsense, it's all the nonsense. But they came from all over the planet, and all the Kshatriyas died. So then there was nobody, so you can understand that all the different kingdoms, they lost their big leader. It was a huge change. So we have to be determined like Arjuna then, on the basis of good knowledge. And then Krishna will shelter us. He gives us shelter. Don't do that, do this, do that. Because he's Suridam Sarvabhutanam. He's in the heart. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So great determination without wavering in success or failure. Yeah, that's the other one. If you have problems, you success or failure, something's happening, then you don't just be steady, you know, don't be emotional. But that is there if your consciousness is without material motivation, then your consciousness will become steady. Understand? It's like, and that's the tradition, isn't it? Right? The great rishis, even when they make the movies of Bollywood, the rishi he's cool. he's not becoming unhappy. Oh, I missed the bus. Oh. No, the great sage is, his consciousness is somewhere, you know. He's not in the marketplace. So that's how the great sages are. Huh? Traditionally, isn't it? So, that's a few words on today's sloka. But I just wanted, we'll just read because I was preparing this week. Yeah, verse 30 is a very good verse to remember. Maybe we'll talk on it next week. O son of Pritho, that understanding by which one knows what ought to be done and what ought not to be done, what is to be feared and what is not to be feared, what is binding and what is liberating, is in the mode of goodness. Yes, so that understanding, that means that mental conception. So you see that pravittim cha nivrittim cha, what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And what's the other one? What is to be feared and not feared, and what is binding and what is liberating. So that person, the sage, is in that steady state of mind. And so you can imagine Lord Brahma meditating on the origin of the universe. So that's what the great sages are doing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, any question? Yes.
I want to know about this, India is there, na?
Huh? India?
Yeah, this is India. So, if America is there, if Africa is there, other countries is there, all the countries is coming in one universe, or what is that? And how it came? How do we know?
You mean This is India, yeah.
Indonesia. Like we are following our dharma, Sanatana dharma or Hindu dharma, whatever we are following in India, and American people are they are following their other philosophies or everything. So how do we know exactly what is the cause?
What is the cause?
What is the cause and how it came? How this came?
All the variety.
Yeah.
Because we're individuals, so everyone in the material world is given a chance to develop his own ideas. In the material world is people, they want to act independently of spirit. So there's variety, because everybody is an individual. They get a different result, so on and so forth. Why is that difficult to understand? I hope it answers your question. What is the question?
Like America is there.
Yes.
And India is there.
Yeah.
How do we know it came in this year?
In what year?
Like this India and America, when it came out.
What came out?
When we found this. This is India. This is America. This is.
Well, this is history from the past, right?
Yes, sir. It is that.
The present is the result of the past, you can say. But why? Why is things like that? Well, I don't understand your question. Do you understand? Maybe
Why so many different?
you say in Hindi and then he'll translate.
मतलब ये प्रभु जी
मेरा मतलब ये प्रभु जी सुनो
अमेरिका है, दिल्ली अमेरिका है और ये अफ्रीका है, इंडिया है, अदर कंट्रीज है. तो ये कंट्रीज कब मतलब ये कब ये निकला? अदर कंट्रीज में कैसे हम सेपरेटेड?
There are different continents.
Yeah.
Why all this happening? How it has come? What's the origin of that?
Well, that's what every great... I think every person who was born gets that thought sometime. Some लोग सोच रहे one time in their life, why is this all happening? Why is there a traffic jam? Why is Delhi there? Why is America there? Why is it all happening? Why are there gorillas in the jungle? Why are there fish in the sea? I don't know. No, but is that your question? It seems to be we like it better than your question. Why are there elephants in the jungle? Well, I just have to ask Krishna next time I see him. It's like, I'll tell you, it reminds me of a funny story. Don't mind. But one time, I was in front of Radha Shyam Sundar for Mangalarti. And Bhuvaneshwar? Yeah, he used to do a lot of cooking. And he came up to me, and he was always a bit of a character, you know what I mean? And he said to me, why is Krishna blue? That's your kind of question. Why is the Krishna blue? So I thought, well, and I said, because Radharani likes him that way. Okay. Right? Because Radharani likes him that way. Because Radharani likes it. Right? So, why are things... is this your question? It's not your question now. You're changing your question. But why are things like they are? Well, it's... why is this painting like this? Because the painter made it like that. Right?
Okay, got it.
He sat down with a paper and he painted it. He chose what to do. So Krishna, the creation is the result of Krishna. That's why America is there. Now you may think that's not a good country to have. We should get rid of that country. They're always going everywhere and bombing everyone. So why is that going on? So, but somehow or other, Krishna thinks it's okay. You understand? Yeah, somebody might think, yeah, why is there a country like America? What's the use of it? But then they probably turn around and say, well, it might be better than Hong Kong or something. So things are like they are because Krishna's the creator. Is that your answer? Okay, now he's answered. Yes, Madhiji.
What is your plan?
Yeah, it's his plan. Ultimately, it's Krishna's plan. Yes, Madhiji, please.
Yeah, you can call him Manasi that.
Why is there Bombay? Yeah, why is there Bombay? It's making a traffic jam. We should get rid of it. Huh?
Hare Krishna, thank you for the wonderful class. My name is Manasi Mataji. To answer his, what he's saying, there was the oceans, and the oceans actually separated all the continents. The oceans, they separated all the continents, and that's the reason South Africa became like down. And if you see like if you see America, it's like that, and South Africa is like that, and they were all together.
The shape. They say like that. There was one.
Then the red.
Sometimes they said that.
Yeah, they all separated because of the oceans came inside.
Tectonic plates.
That was my question.
That's the latest idea. In 50 years they may have a new theory.
Yeah, and they're separating. They're going wider and they're going wider.
Yeah,
By
yeah.
every passing year.
But fifth country says how it. But
Yeah. So there's the material scientists are saying like that. There was one landmass and then it became separate.
Yeah, it's shrinking.
Yeah, but next week they may have a new magazine and they might put a new story in there. But why are you asking that? You should write to that magazine. Don't ask me. Why are you asking that question?
That's what I was asking.
Why are there tectonic plates? Let me look in the index.
Research and then write.
Huh?
He has to research and then write.
Huh?
He has to research.
Yeah. Research tectonic plates in the Bhagavatam. No, but I have read, just for your interest, because at the end of each day of Brahma, there's a partial pralaya, all the way up to Svargaloka. So it says there that the planetary systems are absorbed in the body of Lord Brahma during that period, the night. And then he recreates the upper section, Mahalok, Janalok, Tapalok, Satyalok, then unaffected. But then at the end of the night, he recreates that middle planetary system again. And I read it, sometimes he makes a new design. It's not always the same design. Sometimes he arranges this system like this and that.
Different humanoid species are after the Brahma's night. Different humanoid species from 4 lakhs of humanoid species are coming to incarnate on the earth. So that's why they get different yards to have a place, have a lilas.
Yeah, they want some people on islands, not running amok.
Fifth canto is giving good explanation about the shape. Fifth canto, Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
Really good explanation, not more logic than a ball flying in the universe running.
Oh yeah, but nobody. That's a big problem nowadays, because many people now are on the internet watching videos about flat Earth, and they're becoming converted. You know that. Bhagavatam says Bhumandala. Even amongst our devotees, there's sometimes discussion. But you see, Bhumandala. Mandala means a plane. Parimandala in Sanskrit means Parimandala means a sphere. So it's not Bhu Parimandala, it's Bhu Mandala. But it's not just this bar section, or it actually it's a loka. This is important word. Loka is the Sanskrit word. So it means loka or realm. Realm. So each realm has a different conditions, material within it. It's not like such a loka is the same as Bhumandala. They're different realms. In Swagaloka, they have very subtle bodies. You know, they don't have bones and like they have subtle bodies, and they're not so, ugly. And but they're very beautiful and intelligent. So there's different lokas, and they're different. Just like the ocean is. If you're a fish in the ocean, that's a different universe from being on the land. So within the universe, there's different realms, and they are for different living beings. That's your question. Krishna's, through Lord Brahma, has arranged everything. So ultimately, like you said, it's Krishna's plan. Krishna has...
The Bhumandala is only 1/4 for the total, all creation. Is it right?
Yeah. And Lord Brahma, just think, I won't design it that way now, I'll make it this way. So you imagine the Shakti of Lord Brahma. Anyway, thank you all very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,